Good morning. All right, Lovey is going to have a busy day today. She's got a lot of gym polishing to do. She's going to pop over to Sebastian's, make sure she has at least 6 of each spring seeds in her box. I think we're going to work on some tools. I saw we had meteorite and we had some uranium, so we're going to get those ready for making tools. All right, so we need some potato seeds, and we don't have any soybean seeds. Those also grow in the spring. We have strawberries, barley, wheat, sugar beets, turnips, onion, potatoes. All right, and we also could have planted a cinnamon tree, but I think I also got rid of all the cinnamon. I didn't realize that they were something that we could turn into seeds. So if we come across any more cinnamon, we need to hold on to it. All right, so in the smelter, we will put our uranium, and in the gem polisher, we're going to put our meteorite. So that's what we're going to do for the first thing this morning while we run over to Sebastian's. So these will be ready when we get back from Sebastian. It's funny, the meteorite you put into the gem polisher, it is not an ore. It goes into the gem polisher, whereas the uranium is smelted into bars. Oh, and let's just pop in here quickly and say hi to Harsha. Please, Jamie, could you consider it? I know how much you want those tablets, but I'm not really the hiking type. I'm too scared to go by myself. Some are located in places that are dangerous. Try asking around the town. I'm sure someone will help you find them. I've tried, but everyone's already too busy, and they want to give them to the museum. I guess you're right. I'll keep doing as much research as I can until then. Harsha is the person who wants these tablets. So let me see if I can make good enough friends for her to feel comfortable enough to ask me to find them for her.
Sorry.
My name is Harsha and I work at the public library. She has a confidence problem. If you need anything, please stop by. We have books on everything.
Sorry.
I hope Evan is able to get his museum going.
Sorry.
I don't want to bore you by rambling too much, so that's the end of our conversation. So she didn't ask me today, but I'll have to keep checking with her because I know where all the tablets are. So the library has everything on processing, crafting, cooking, relationships, animal husbandry, geology, all of it. So occasionally I come in here to find out how many of something I need to ship to get a certain processor. And this is the school. Jaime's supposed to be over here, but he spends all his time in the library with Harsha. But it's a really nice school for a town that doesn't have any children. You can have children now, though, if you get married and have children, or become housemates with someone and adopt a child. You can raise children now in the game, so he would have students, but so far everybody I've watched play it and have a family, they put the kids to work on the farm. They assign them to, one farm lot or another, and the kid does like poop scooping and harvesting and that kind of thing, or just wander around town pretending they did their chores. But I've never seen any of the kids go into the school. So Jaime's always at the library with Harsha. They're besties. So yeah, I hope Harsha works up enough nerve to ask me about the tablets. I will be getting them all as soon as I get some transportation, as soon as I get a horse. I will go to all of the locations and dig them up and just hold on to them for a little while, and if she doesn't get around to it, then I'll just go ahead and take them to the museum and let Evan put them on display. All right, Sebastian, what do you have for me today? Hopefully he has some soybean seeds. How are you doing? Okay, so legal fees from Jounce Corp are expensive. Everybody on town contributes toward them to fight Jounce off. So he's feeling a little pinched, I guess. Yeah, no soybean seeds. But we'll go ahead and get more potato seeds. I know we need some more potato seeds. We didn't really have enough. Alright, so that will help us put those in our spring seeds box. Have a little jump on that season next time. So that was one thing I wanted to get out of the way today. I also want to check on my debt, so I'll know exactly how much when I collect my payment tomorrow. I'll know how much I owe. I want to improve my house as well. Alright, so Shauna's basically nagging Eddie for another processor. If I ship 100 grains, he'll start building windmills. We need windmills to grind our sugar beets into sugar and our wheat into flour. I owe $2,000. Alright, so yeah, we want Eddie to do the windmills. The windmills are very expensive. They're $5,000, but what you get out of them is worth it, of course. Okay, so let's get back and check our smelter and check our gem polishing machine. So we'll take the meteorite off and we will take the uranium out. Unfortunately, we don't have enough for another full uranium bar. That's okay. We'll just throw, what else do we have? We don't have a lot of ores in our backpack. So let's go to the gem polisher. We will just throw 2 of those in there. I'm not going to be able to save extras right now. I just don't have the storage space. But in the future, when I go into the mines, I will produce whatever I need for a request off the board. And I keep unpolished stones, and I don't keep polished stones. I only polish stones if I'm going to use them. For instance, if I wanted to make a cabinet, it takes a doorknob, so I might put this polished ether in to the crafting table as my doorknob. So I don't have the recipe, for instance, so I can't actually give a good example because I don't think, yeah, none of these have any adornment like a doorknob, so there's no slot for it. But yeah, I like to keep stuff like this ether. It looks like you have a glass doorknob, but of course one of each of these will be going to the museum. So that will be happening. And I think the first thing I'm going to make with my meteorite is going to be my fishing rod. Fishing is a little less of a struggle, less of a challenge if you have a really good fishing rod. So it's going to be an experiment. I hate them. They make me so nervous. Alright, a fishing rod is 1 and 2. So let me get my brown wood out. I want to try to keep this going. I was hoping I was placing them close enough together that I could keep up with everything at the same time, but they're a little bit too far apart. Alright, let's grab some more to get polished, and we'll go ahead and put away the extras that we weren't able to process. we'll put this away. We're not going to turn that in just yet. And we'll move our recycling out of the way for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and sell these. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. Yeah, I wish I had one thing of cinnamon. I could make a seed and plant a cinnamon tree. I'll be on the lookout. The next time I'm out and about, I'll try to find some more cinnamon. Alright, we're going to just put our non-gem items into storage for now, just to get them out of our inventory so that we have a little space to work with here. Then we're going to put some of this stuff into the shipping box. And I also should go, it takes 4 raw ore to smelt a bar, so the ones that I only have 2 of, I'll be leaving those in here. Let's see, I have 4. These are all ready for the museum, the ones that have been polished. And we are going to build something with, I don't know if there's anything I can do with 2 uranium though. The brush takes only 1. I could do a uranium brush, animal brush. The shears take 2 of whatever, and the sickle takes 2, and the fishing rod takes 2. I think I'm going to put these away for now. I don't really want to make it into those type of tools right just yet. So okay, let me sort this, get this in order, see what else I have 4 of for the smelter. Lots and lots of iron, because there was all that iron around my property that I when I broke those boulders up, so we got lots of iron from that. And then every entrance I made it to in the mines, you get iron there. So lots and lots of iron. And iron bars are going to come in handy. I have a friend in Spoonie who loves iron bars. He's always asking for iron bars. So I'll be saving lots of iron bars for him. Can't wait to move closer to him. Okay, that's going box, box, box. This goes in the seeds box. We'll take that. We'll put this in. So we'll get a little money tomorrow if I don't stand here and sort all my polished gems. If I sort all the polished gems, we'll get a lot of money. But first I need to get them polished. That takes some time. Let's see, I have a tourmaline delivery to make. Let me go take this tourmaline to Gelmo before I polish it by mistake. He works in the graveyard, which is just over the hill here. See if he's at work. Yes, he is. He's trying to help Tiara with her self-esteem, so she's over here sometimes with him. And he's trying to convince her she's a worthy person, that there's nothing wrong with her, and that, you know. He gave me a gravestone. Did y'all see that? He gave me a gravestone. Seriously. Really, Gelmo? How much is it worth? 30. I'm sorry, I don't want it. I just don't. Wow. So did you steal that from work or what? Why would he give me a gravestone? That's so random. Okay, so he can not expect me to be picking up too many. Some of these stones, like marble, I can never remember which one has to go into the smelter. And I never know which one it is. till I try to put it in the I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I never know which one it is until I try to put it in the gem polisher. All right, so do I have any I believe I have barley in this box that I can go give to Jaime. But I ended up not having any raw gold. None of those were gold, which is really disappointing. So I'm definitely going to have to go back into the Clementine mines to get the raw gold for that that request. I have 8 days. So I'll be going back in there, and let's go see if Jaime's still in the library with Harsha. He likes to stand out in the plaza and talk to the mayor also, so if I didn't catch him here, I'd probably be able to catch him there. You're welcome. I believe he's given me a clothing item. Yes, he gave me a dress. So that will go in the box. How much is that worth? $250. That's a nice dress. Thank you, Jaime. Alright, so let's get the rest of our gems polished. We can now go ahead and polish the tourmaline. I didn't get rid of these mushrooms as I intended. Those go out. Alright, so we have a titanium bar, some aether, sodalite, zeolite. I believe I've already given a tungsten bar, but I'll double check. Again, it's so handy that if I just click on the journal, it will tell me whether or not I've given that item to the museum. Very, very handy. Alright, so now we have some polished tourmaline, chrysoprase. Let's take the plunge and try to make our fishing pole. Alright, what did I say fishing pole was? The fishing rod is 1 wood, 2 bars. So here we go. 1 wood, 2 bars. There's nothing more heartbreaking than blowing your experiments with something like meteorite, and I hope I'm not jinxing myself. Meteor, fishing rod, awesome. Okay, so I have 2 meteor left. I don't want a meteor sickle, and I don't want meteor shears, so I'm not going to waste it on that. I could make a meteor shovel. It only takes 1. It only takes 1 to do a meteor shovel. When the seasons change, the whatever you haven't been able to harvest is going to die, and then you have to shovel it all up. So a really good shovel comes in handy. So I think I will go ahead. Also, these treasure boxes, like these tablets, those artifacts, they're pretty hard to shovel up in some of the areas. It takes a really good tool. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a meteor shovel. Perfect. Alright, so we will save. This is how precious meteor is to me. I don't even put it in the box with the other stuff. Seriously, I don't want to use it by mistake. I don't want to put it in the sale box by mistake, being distracted, doing something else, and end up getting rid of something that precious. Now, I could do a sickle or shears with this uranium. Uranium shears is fine. It just helps you when you shear your sheep, you get more wool. So let's go ahead and make some uranium shears. There, we have upgraded our tools. So I'm going to get rid of this shovel. I don't need that anymore. And the shears, I didn't have a pair, so that's a brand new item. Put those in here for when I finally have some sheep. And now we'll be fishing. Now I will go fishing. I have a decent rod. What else do I want to get upgraded? I want to get a better axe. But axes take 4 bars, so it's going to take quite a while before I get 4 more meteorite. So it'll be a while before I'll be able to do that. Okay, so I've got this. Yeah, it takes a while to get through these, so I might start sorting them here at the box. Alright, so we'll get rid of the wooden shovel, the iron shovel. We'll keep meteor, uranium, meteor. We'll get rid of 1 of those, 3 of these, 3 of these. And tomorrow we'll run out to the museum. I'm going to keep that aether. I'll give 1 to the museum, but I will be keeping the other one because, again, I like it for doorknobs and decorative furniture that I make on the work table. So we'll give 1 to the museum and we'll keep the other one. Right, so I'm not sure what bars I gave to the museum already. I'll need to check and see if I need to either keep those bars and just put them back in my box or not. But let's keep working on this gem polishing machine. Oh, and it's after 6, so I can go and watch TV again. Get a new cooking recipe and a new crafting recipe. Okay, bowl of oatmeal and shears. I guess it figures you're experimenting, so it must be something you want to learn how to make, because they keep giving me recipes for stuff that I just finished making. Let's check the weather tomorrow. 0% chance of rain again, so I'll be watering in the morning. Yes, I will. Okay, let's see what got amethyst. Let's put these emeralds on here. Still have quite a few. Put that in the box and put 4 of these in the box. And we'll put all of these in the box. I love that you get 2 of everything when you find the gems in the mines. So you do have this opportunity to have 1 and give 1 away. That was really thoughtful game developing. Otherwise it would just take forever if you would only find 1 at a time. It might take you quite a long time to be able to fill up the museum. Let's go ahead and put some more out. There we go. And pyrite goes into the smelter. I think I have some pyrite. Right, we have, no, that's a different metal. Let's see, that's topaz, this is pyrite. That goes into the smelter. All right, we have 3 extra irons, so we'll keep those. Sometimes we are requested, people make requests for raw irons, so we'll keep those. We now have 22 iron bars, which is great because again, I have a friend who likes he likes iron bars, so he'll be asking me for 20 of them at a time. So I'm pleased that I have enough to do that for him already. And we'll put that up there. This, oops, this one we'll keep. Making progress, slow progress, but we're making progress. I'm wondering what percentage of the museum we will be filling when we take all of these things tomorrow. I know that we will probably be paying off our debt tomorrow, and I will be happy to see how far along we are towards getting our horse too. So let's see, pyrite, yes, we will put one of those in the shipping box. I don't use those for construction of cabinets and things. So I don't need to keep one. Alright, we want to keep one of the, I had already taken split one off, okay. We want to move on to those. We're going to keep that for the museum. This is going in the box, box, box. Box. Let's see if we have, yes, the titanium is new and the pyrite is new. So the tungsten is not. I've already given a tungsten bar to the museum. Alright, so the tungsten can go in the box. It's there. Put the tungsten in the box. The petrified wood is so pretty. Alright, so this is mostly, it takes a day to go in deep into the mines and get all these goodies, and then it takes another day to process them. But it's completely worth it. You get so much money for them, and you can fill up so many slots in the museum. And the display is just amazing when Evan has placed all of this stuff. The museum is so pretty with this all laid out. They did a really good job with that as well. The aquarium is really cool. The glass houses, the greenhouses with all the plants and the insects and everything look really cool when you start getting stuff in them. And the dinosaur exhibits, I can't wait to get to Diamond Falls and start mining there and getting all the dinosaur pieces. There's a couple of places you get dinosaur pieces. You get them in Diamond Falls mine, and then there's also, what's it called? Not frozen tundra, but some type of tundra. And there's lots of dinosaur pieces there and lots of scorpions. So again, I'm glad I'm playing on low difficulty because I won't have to fight the scorpions. So we will try to get there as well as soon as we get transportation. As soon as we get a horsey, we will be visiting those spots. But it is a long run if you're just if if you have no cookies to speed you up, no pie or cake or anything, most of the sweets in the games speed you up so that you can run faster. But I don't want to purchase anything like that right now because they are pretty costly, and it is a limited time boost. You're only boosted for a short amount of time, and then it wears off. So it's a costly way to get a speed boost. I'd rather wait till I have a horse, then I can go to all the places and do all the things. Almost done. We have unpolished bone, and then we will go to bed. It's after midnight already, and we'll be running out to the tomorrow is Saturday though, or no, it's probably Friday at 12 o'clock in the morning. So we do have one more day until the market sale, and I have to get my eggs. That's the last thing I need to fulfill my quota to 100%. So I'm really looking forward to that. I do like to sometimes keep the polished bone for construction. I really like using it in the master kitchen. I like to make my dishwasher or my sink out of polished bone. Very pretty. It looks very, very pretty. Alright, so that is it for tonight. We have done all of our polishing. Tomorrow we go to the museum, empty our inventory of all the polished gemstones. We should get the museum up by a couple of percentage points with all of this, so that will be good. So I'll say good night, and I'll see you when she gets up. We're going to get up at 8 and head on to the museum. Sadly, we had to go to bed with a full stamina bar because it doesn't take any stamina to do the gem polishing, and that's all we did yesterday. I think we'll do a little fishing today too. On our way back from the museum, there's a spot that I want to go to that's between the museum and Pumpkinvale. Alright, make sure I have what I want to take on my trip. I'm not taking that. I will take my recycling. Hopefully I will gather more while I'm fishing, and also I should gather more at the museum garbage places. I should get some more, and I might come across some cinnamon. That would be great. I can do a cinnamon tree. I should see how many days it takes that wasabi. I should make all of that seeds and plant it all again. So we'll look into that when we get back from the museum too. All right, let's go. Oh, we need to water. We still have a few crops that need watering. The strawberries regrow. I know we had harvested strawberries, but they do regrow. So they're still in the ground. And then we have planted those 2 mushrooms. They also regrow. So I have to remember that. They still need attention. Alright, I've received a lot of mail. Let's go get some mail. Let's see how much we made. I'm not even going to hazard a guess. But I believe I'll have enough to pay off my $2,000 debt and be able to get my house expansion when I get 50 more planks. 3,747. And they're letting us know that the Spring Festival is going to be this weekend. Unfortunately, businesses are closed during the Spring Festival, so if I at the last minute need something, I can't get it that day, I'll have to wait till Monday. All right, we have paid our debt again. We can now buy more sheds. Like I could have a processor shed built. I can make my house bigger. I can buy a chicken coop. All of those things are now possible. I think I will keep working on expanding my backpack and my first expansion for my house. That's what I think I want to focus on. So I won't be blowing that money. I need to keep track of this money this time. Oh, Shauna has a request on the board. I forgot to check the board. All right, did you get any new equipment? Did I send off enough flowers for bee boxes? Not yet. Not yet. Can't get a bee box. Kitchen hasn't grown, so there was 3 sizes of kitchen, and he's not offering the next size up, which means I haven't shipped enough items to warrant that. So we're off to the museum, going to go see Evan. And again, if we come across some vanilla, we will definitely take advantage of it. Not vanilla, cinnamon. That was cinnamon that I could plant a tree. Vanilla grows like regular herbs, but the cinnamon is an actual tree. So if I get that planted, it's something that we will always have producing. But I didn't realize that until I'd gotten rid of all of my vanilla. We'll come back that way. I started to go by the herb patch. We'll come back that way. We'll go this way going, and we'll come back on the other side. Pick all the herbs, and hopefully we'll have 6 of each then, and can make our seasonings on our mortar and pestle. I sadly blew an opportunity with the seasonings. I gave away a bunch of, I think it was basil. I thought it was a single basil, and it was 8 basil. And when I watched the video back, I realized my mistake. But mistakes happen. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we get all of these things in the museum before I give them away or put them in the shipping box by mistake. Oh, lovely. We don't have room in our backpack, so let's go ahead and see Evan, and we'll grab that corn dog on our way out. Hello, Evan. How are you doing? I have lots of things for you today. Lots and lots of things for you today. 8%? Wow, that's way more than I expected. I am not gonna lie, that is way more than I expected. Here's the room, one of the rooms where he puts them all on display. That is huge. 8%? And what is this? I think my 3rd time donating. That's pretty good. I'm really pleased with that. I thought it was going to be about 5%. That's awesome. I earned this corn dog, huh? I deserve this corn dog. I put in the work. That's great. That is just fantastic. All right, so let's go ahead over here, replenish our herbs. Then we're going to pop down the hill from there and go fishing. I'd like to start giving him some of the fish for the aquarium. And now that we have the fishing rod that is just no stress, no strain, I think it'll be a good time for it. Okay, everything should be respawned. I spent 2 days mining and refining, so that should have given the herbs time to respawn. Alright, I don't want the flowers. I'm at the point where I don't need to sell flowers anymore. They definitely help you at the beginning of the game. You can't deny it. Being able to sell all those flowers definitely keeps you afloat. But once you start getting gems out of the mines, they're not the best way to spend your time or your inventory. Later in the game, after I've moved into Spoonie, I'll probably have a flower house because flowers are something that a lot of people request. So there's often requests on the boards for different types of flowers. So I'll probably start getting flowers like that verbena request I had earlier, the cosmos, the daisies. People do request flowers. And instead of having to run and constantly go to different areas where the flowers grow, I start keeping a flower well, I guess I could call it a shed. It's a storage shed, and I keep nothing but flowers in it. So I will have one of those on Spoonie, and whenever I need to give somebody something, just run to my shed. Alright, I'm not going to be back over here, so I'm going to have to go all the way down to get the parsley because I'm leaving this side of the island. I'm going to jump in the water. I love that you can swim in this game. I really do. Although you have to be careful where you choose to swim. You don't want to not have a way to climb out of the water, that's for sure. We're going down here. There's a fishing area that we're going to go to, and there's this little inlet between this section where the museum is and Pumpkinvale over there. I'm going on this island there. I'm going to that fishing spot right there. So I have to make sure though that when I get across there, I'm on the flat land and can get out of the water. You don't want to run up against any of those bumps that you see. They will not let you out. There we go. Alright, so we are going to pick some, there's flowers here that I haven't given to the museum yet. And sometimes there's pumpkins. Okay, those are cosmos. There's usually like, I think they're delphinium. What are they called? No, this is stocacia. There's a purple flower that I think that grows on this little patch. Cristasta. Somebody had asked for that too on the board, and iris. Those are the two purple flowers, purple and blue flowers that you can get on this little island. Yeah, somebody wanted that cristata. I think that's how you pronounce it. They had a request on the board, but I didn't have it handy. And then the sanderosa. So that's 3 more flowers for the museum. And there's a few herbs here to go in my mortar and pestle. And we're going to do some fishing. And during the fall, there's pumpkins. So I guess we're just in the wrong season for pumpkins. But I could have swore this was one of the, again, C.M. Simpson. Oh, and lamb's ear is over here as well. That she showed us Cute little pumpkin patch. But I can understand them not being in this, available in the spring. I don't think they grow in the spring. Let's see what kind of fish we can catch. Alright, so you won't see the mini game. I did it during the tutorial. Now it's just a matter of just casting and catching. No more struggling to pull a fish out. So that's 3 different type of fish right there for the museum. I've already caught 3 different breeds of fish, species. 4. If it wasn't so hard to find the place to get back up on that piece of land, I'd go right back over to the museum and give them to Evan. But I won't. I will go ahead and just keep catching them. The extra ones right now I'll just put in the box because I do want the fish prep station that we got the letter about, which means I have to ship off 50 fish. So all of the extra fish that don't go to the museum for now will go into my shipping box. And once the fish preparation station is available at Eddie's Home Improvement, then I will be processing the fish and keeping them for cooking, selling the fillets, occasionally grilling some for Tiara. She loves her grilled fish. The other folks in town who want her to take better care of herself try to get her to eat fruits and vegetables and other things, but all she can seem to gather for herself is fish. So she eats a lot of grilled fish in her little tent over there by the recycling center. Her favorite thing is pancakes though. So once I get a windmill and can grind wheat into flour, I'll start making pancakes for her. That's one of the things you want the bee box for. You want to be able to produce your own honey. You can get honey in the wild. You find it pretty often actually, but you can also plant flowers and situate a bee box by your flowers and produce your own honey, and you use that to help with the pancakes. I am catching a lot of different types of fish. This is great. We're going to be putting like another % or 2 into the museum at this rate. Fish are seasonal, so I'm catching the spring lake fish. I need to go to Wahoo Beach to get the sea fish, and I need to go to Diamond Falls to get the fish that there's different breeds of fish up there that you don't catch in this part of the lake. The river fish, I think. There's lots of fishing holes. There's one that's like behind Alex, and it's a little tiny one. It's like a secret little fishing hole, but you can catch some rare fish there, especially with this rod, because this rod catches them all. Alright, let's see. After this one I'll see how many I have. I should have quite a nice variety, and it's starting to get dark, so see, that's a new one. Let's check our inventory. So we have bitterling, bream, rainbow trout, bighead carp, salmon, tigerfish, mountain trout, dace, and tench. That's a really nice variety. And we use no stamina because this is a meteorite rod. Meteorite rods don't cost you any stamina. So, that seems like all of the types of fish you can catch during spring. I'm going to call it done because I think that's everything that I can catch during spring on the lake. I will again go to some of the other areas, the river and the sea, see what I can catch there. All right, I know how to get, I don't want to go all the way to the bridge, so I'm going to try to swim to Pumpkinvale. So let's see. So many flowers over here. Also, that means there's lots of butterflies and insects here when you're playing normal difficulty or hard difficulty. It's be a great place to come and try to get insects. All right, we should be able to get out of the water near this little pier. And away we go. Gonna go on home. I'm going to sort the fish. I'll keep one of each. The rest I will put into the shipping box. I'll put all of these flowers into the shipping box because again I wouldn't mind having the bee box. So I need to get 100 flowers out. I've been shipping a lot of flowers. We should not be too far off of that bee box. And once I get the bee box, then I'll just be picking flowers to make seeds, and I'll plant the ones that grow in spring and plop the bee box right down in the middle. Hey Jackie. And I am completely failing on socializing. I really am. I need to do better. I really need to do better with talking to the folks in town and helping them with their request. Got to get on that. I've been focusing on my funds, trying to get what I need to get my house in order. Alright, so I don't have any of that. Can't help with any of that. But instead of going in the bar and hanging out, I'm going to sort fish. Then I'm going to the recycling center. And I'm going to try to get a decent night's sleep so that I can, when I get up at 8 in the morning, I'll have a full stamina bar no matter what time I get up because I'm not using any stamina. As a matter of fact, don't have to worry about that. That's one benefit of the meteorite and uranium tools. You just don't use up your stamina, so you can work. I think I already did daffodils. What flowers do I need? I need one iris, a sandarosa, a trillium, and all the fish, lamb's ear, yeah, because I haven't done any fish, iris. So I know I don't need the stocacia because I have done so many of those. So I know that the museum has that. Oh, that's right, I forgot about my wasabi. I forgot I was supposed to be making that into seeds and getting that into the ground. Okay, so I have a couple things to do before I go to bed. I still have chores to do. I most certainly do. So let's go on over to the recycling center. And while some of my recycling is going, I will go ahead and make my wasabi into seeds. I'm also going to start holding on to the netting because I can make a bug net now. I can take one brown wood and 4 nets, and I'll have an ultimate bug net, which I'll need because I'm not very good at it. Not very good at it at all. Not gonna lie. It's not in my skill set. But I do what I can. It's part of the game, so I do it. I go after the buggies. I love the butterflies. Not so great on the spiders and the creepy crawlies. The scorpions actually are pretty easy to catch because they're bigger. They're bigger than the other insects. So I catch those pretty well. And I will make myself catch spiders. I don't like spiders in real life, so it's still, even though it's a game, it's no fun. It's really no fun to have to catch spiders. So, all right, don't laugh. You know, we all have our things. We all have things that bother us, and spiders bother me. They have like too many legs. They just have too many legs. I don't see why they have to have so many legs. Okay, so there we go. I can get some seasonings made. I can plant that wasabi. Hi, Tiara. Sorry I don't have a grilled fish for you. Right now I'm trying to get that fish prep station, girls. I cannot be parting with the fishies. 50 seems like a lot to me. A lot of fish. A lot of fish. So I'll be working on it though. I will. Alright, so strawberries have come up again. They're a repeat crop, so until the season is over, I will continue to get strawberries and mushrooms. Mushrooms are also a repeat crop. Alright, so let's put those away. I am going to watch, because it's early in the morning and before 6 a.m. I want to make sure I watch my second recipe broadcast. Look at my big old empty barn. Big old empty barn. I have no pets yet. Alright, there we go. I needed a hoe. Need my hoe so that I can put down this wasabi. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And equip. Alright, so our wasabi is in. Grow some more of that. And we need to get to our mortar and pestle. Take care of all these herbs. We'll start with that because it's an even number. So we know all of them will produce. And we will go to that one. Rosemary is an even number. I think I'll put my netting in here with my meteorite bars until I'm able to make my bug net. And that's an even number, so we'll use all of this. So it looks like I will definitely have 2,000 tomorrow. So I will increase my backpack. I can get 3 more bag extensions here, 2 rows each. So that's what I will probably do with that next 2,000. Then I will work on my horsey. We'll go back to the mines, get as much as we can, and it'll all be ours. We won't be taking anything to the museum, so we should have enough for our horse, and that will be a wonderful thing. Again, it's a game changer. Being able to polish gems is a game changer. Having the proper watering can changes everything for you, makes everything easier. And having a horse definitely makes getting around faster. And once you can get around faster, you can go further. So I'll be going to Diamond Falls. I'll be going to Wahoo Beach. I will go and visit my friends in Spoonie. It's going to be wonderful. Really looking forward to that. Put a few more things away because my poor girl is snoring. She's like, okay, lay me down now. I've done enough for you today. Lay me down. All right, we'll put the extra strawberry. Well, they're not extras. They're just our harvest. We'll put our harvest away and call it a day. We'll still keep our little energy stuff on us. Don't want to get rid of the bread. All right. Good night, y'all.